Now let me discuss about the steps. I am logging into GitHub system and this is a 3.x system, so I am running RS1. Okay. First let me complete in old system. Then again I will go back to 7th system, and in 7th system we can restore 3.x. Okay. Now source system is there, ZTC is something. Okay. Then info area. Info area I am not going to create again and again, and we will try to make use existing info area. And where is our existing info area? It starts with 1030 something. Okay, it is here. And if you expand this one, the same info area, let me search in the info objects level. Okay. Tomorrow I will discuss about info queue. Okay. Then next class I will discuss about ODS and info queue. Meanwhile, you can go to ODS and info queue, and you have ODS and ODS type. Okay. Now I don't discuss about ODS type. In 7.x I will discuss about ODS type. We have info queues and info queue type. I will discuss going forward. Whatever basic information you really require and you can digest at this moment, I will share that information only. Okay. And going forward I will discuss about other ODS types and when we are going to use other ODS types and staging. ODS, most of the time we are going to use this particular object for staging purpose. We won't report on top of the ODS most of the time. Okay, we are going to use this one as a staging purpose. Whatever way your PSA is using, okay, in same way we have LSA, layer structured architecture. In layer structured architecture, we are going to use ODS or DSO as a staging object. Okay. Now I will discuss about that part again in advanced classes. So first of all, let me create a key figure catalog also. I am creating key figure catalog, and this is employee IOC key figure catalog. You know how to create all these catalogs. That's the reason I don't want to spend much time on these folders. Okay. Folders are just organizing to organize your BW system. Okay. Apart from that, there is no concept. But in info area, those are also folders, but you can make use of those folders for your authorization purpose. Say like if you are a SD manager and you would like to see reports on top of the all SD info queues, you will keep all SD info queues under SD info area, and that info area will be assigned to your role so that you can see all info queues and all reports on top of the info queue. Okay. Using only the info area assignment, you can have wide open access. Okay. Say like you are a sales manager where you are authorized to see certain information only. Then that info area should not be assigned to your role. Instead of assigning info area, what it should be assigned, whatever really required reports, those reports only should be assigned to your role. So info area will give you wide open access. Okay. At a time of defining the authorization. Now we have two catalogs. One I am going to use, that is characteristic info object catalog. I am going to use this characteristic info object catalog. This is characteristic info object catalog. Otherwise, I am going to use this one to create employee and creating the employee 30 or employee 30. This is employee info object, and click on continue. And you know how to create these info objects, create one by one. And info objects are reusable sometimes. Earlier you created employee 25, right? You can make use of that here also. Okay. And I am giving fine and I am activating this one. And this is not master data variable. The reason is within this info object you are not loading master data. Okay, you are going to use this info object as a field in BW to construct the ODS. That's the reason I didn't mention any attributes here. Okay, so this info object is finally we are going to use as a field to construct a table within the ODS. Okay. First we confuse our info object equal to database. No doubt. Whenever you create info object, think. It is creating one data element. Okay. So you created this one as an info object, right? And in behind thing, system will generate currently you are seeing input only, but everything is added because of this. Finally, data source in this only, and using this field, you can create tables. Okay, the combination of tables is nothing but your ODS or info object and the input. Combination of tables, instance within the info object you can find the table context table. You can find the three tables. Three tables contain field object. Which field? Whatever field you created as info object. Okay? Info object, if it is the main info object, then it is going to act as a key case within the table. I am going to discuss all these tables later on. Yes. Now, come back. You have created info object. Then characteristic info object, you require two key figure info objects. One is salary 30 and this is salary 30. This is going to hold what? Measures like salary. So I am creating this info object, and this is the info object. Again, data field will be generated internally. Field will be generated internally. I am activating this info object. Then create. I am creating tag 30. Tag. And click on continue. And INR. And activate it. Come back. Yes. Decimal points, that is, you can set in user data. User data settings. In data settings, you can remove the decimal points and whatever way you would like to see in that fashion. You can. Okay. You have settings. Based on that settings only, you can see the data. Okay. User data settings. If you want to have your own data settings, all these are user data settings. Okay. Keep the system as it is. Okay. Don't manage it. By default, it will come. 2 decimal points will come by default. No, we cannot change. By default, 2 decimal points will come. And for certain data type, 3 decimal points will come. And if you want to have more decimal points in key figures, then you need to go for additional properties and you need to set how many decimal points you require to hold the data. Say like in source system, you are getting data like 1.11111. Say after one, we have 7 decimal points. And the user would like to see accurate data. They don't want to see only 2 decimal points. Okay, then you need to set key figure with 7 decimal points. By default, it will end up with 2. Whenever you create, if you don't explicitly set, then it will give 0.00. If you want to set explicitly, then you have a property, additional properties where you need to set. Okay, those are additional properties we are creating, right? Okay. So what I'm trying to complete your sessions by January ending. Because the only reason is we have more jobs in February and March. Okay, that's the reason. I want to complete, but I need your assistance also. Okay, we're fast and I need to slow down. So that's the reason. Please work out at least 5 to 6 hours, okay, and daily basis. Okay, read different documentation, whatever I provided, certification, okay, read those. And we have still 10 days here and 60 plus 6, 30 plus 30, 70 days here, okay. We can complete, okay, GWBI we can complete by that time. But I need to go with a kind of phase, then only we can complete. Okay. So parallelly, please try to work on your end also. Okay. And if you complete your course by January ending, then yes, there are so many job opportunities in February and March. So అందుకోసం నేను కంపల్సరీ ఆ టైం కల్లా కంప్లీట్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేస్తాను. మీరు కూడా ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యి ఉండండి ఆ టైంలో. And parallelly in January you can attend real time classes. Okay. I'm going to the implementation project will be ended by January 31st. So that's the reason I cannot showcase whatever HR system, other ledger format thing, I cannot showcase that project information afterwards. That's the reason for your batch and start real time in January. Try to attend in January itself, and meanwhile we'll complete BWBI. Okay. Fine. So we have info objects ready, and these are the info objects. So you know how to create info source, flexible info source, how to assign info source to the data source, all these are your old point. Okay. So only other new point is creation of the ODS. Okay, let me take one of the application components and create info source. I am creating GEMP party underscore and info source. Then right click and assign data source, and we have GTCS. I think it is from the brand system. Okay, after 10:30, let's click on here. Then go to the communication structure and keep EMPL party and GSAM party and GTime party. Go to transfer route and propose the transfer route and activate the transfer route. Now come back. You have info source ready, and you need to understand one more thing here. You created this one. Okay. Now in 3.8, whenever you create info source with communication structure, you need to include zero record mode and new info object. The field you need to include per must ensure. Okay. The reason is SAP 3.8 system won't allow you to create update route until unless you keep this zero record mode in info source. In case of 7.8, no need to explicitly insert this information. Okay, but in 3.8, SAP suggests to keep, and it's a recommended one, it's not suggestion, it's a recommended one to keep zero record mode in the info source. I am keeping zero record mode and I am reactivating the transfer route. Now it is reactivated. Okay, then no problem, although you won't give assignment here. Okay, only for ODS. Apart from the reason is in ODS only you can have change of table, and I mentioned right, all changes record mode means mode of the record will be handled using this one. This info object only contains characteristic one, it contains the new record, state, change of record, immediate record, reversal posting. All this information will be forwarded by this info object. That's the reason you need to keep this information. Okay. So if you want to note down this information in your steps also, maintain communication structure, we have 4.3 step, right? They maintain with zero record mode also. Info object, instead of info object, apart from info object, you need to give zero record mode also. Now, you have info source ready. Then create ODS by right clicking in info area. You are creating info provider or data target. This is new step. Select any one of these info area, otherwise you can select your info area. Okay, I am selecting your info area, right click and create ODS. I am creating employee 30, otherwise employee O30, ODS 30. Let's click on create. Now you have different settings. I'll discuss about these settings later. The reason is these settings are keep on changing based on the version. Okay, we have one set of settings in 3.8, another settings in GI7 and another settings in 7.3. So you have key fields in database. We discussed about key fields in database. Now I would like to insert a info object, that is ESPL 30 as a key field. Okay, you are with me, right? This info object is now I am inserting as a key field. In data field we have, tell me data field. Add 30. Enter this information. Now, then activate the ODS. I think there is a problem in the system. Let me see whether it is rectified or not. There is a problem. So in this fashion, you need to rectify the ODS. These you can use as a template by defining the ODS. Say like if you know the catalog and you need to insert say like 50 objects. You don't know if object technically. Then you say like 50 objects that belong to LG. Then you can go and you can enter LG catalog. First calculation object. Obviously, list of objects will appear where you can try it. All these are you can use as a template. You know whatever ODS you are creating, the most of the info objects we are going to copy from another ODS. You can call one ODS and you can use that ODS as a template to define it. Okay.
So what is the field of
and showcase that information. This is your info area, correct? Do you know what is your catalog? Okay, like if it is my catalog, let's select this one. This is a key figure catalog. Yes, I am able to see. If you know that catalog next, right. Okay, if you are creating sales and distribution ODS object, then you need to get sales and distribution characteristic catalog. So that object.
there should be some also.
Yes, that's what we define everything. See, I'll stop class here. The reason is, in this system, ODS activation is not working. Okay? But I would like to show the information. The only reason is to showcase the settings. Okay? So, we have different settings here. First setting, tax report. If I check this one, this ODS will be available for reporting. Otherwise, it won't be available for reporting. Okay? So, this is first setting. And if you want to use ODS as a reporting object, then only check this one. If you are using ODS as a staging one, don't check this. If you check this one, it is going to repeat your loading performance. Okay? So, if you are using ODS as a staging one, keep this status. If you want to have a reporting, then check this. Okay? So, this is one of the settings. Okay? If you don't check this one, the load will happen in faster way. That's the reason don't check this one. If you want to have a report, then first you need to check. Okay? If you are generating report, then only check this one. Unique data. If you want to get a unique information in ODS every time, okay, then select this one. If you are planning to upload any kind of information again and again, say like two same kind of upload. If you want to upload, then don't check this one. If you want to make a unique data, say like you are going to upload employee 1 to 10 one day and 11 to 20 another day and 21 to 30 another day, then check this one. If you are knowing employee 1 to 10 in one day, employee 1 to 20 in another day, employee 1 to 30 in another day, then don't check. The reason is you have 1 to 10 already. In second row, again you are loading 1 to 10 and 11 to 20. That's the reason uniqueness of data you are not containing. That's the reason you need to uncheck this. See, every time we don't know whether we are going to make a unique data or not. That's the reason don't check this. Okay? If you check this one and if you upload already existing data, then you will load in the text file. Right? Step quality status okay. Whenever you upload the data, although you upload it correctly into the ODS, the status will be in yellow status. Okay? Manually, you need to convert that one into the green status. Okay? So, if you want to apply that manual action after checking the data, then don't check this one. Okay? But if you loaded data, then for sure it will load if the data is in valid format only. That's the reason. Decision if you check this one. If you don't check this one, you need to perform one experiment. Okay? To avoid that, another step you can check this one. Then activate ODS data. Activate ODS data, most of the time we won't check and we try to do it manually, and going forward we will automate the process using another step. So activate ODS data in the sense sending the data from new data table to change of table and active data table. Okay? So if you want to automate that process, check this one. If you want to do it manually, don't check this one. And update data to the further data target. ODS can act as a staging. Okay? That's the reason you can store the data in CSA and later on you can update the data into further data target. Okay? It can be ODS, it can be info view. If you want to automate that process in the sense once you loaded the data into the info ODS, Then if you want to automatically transfer the data into the further data target, select this one. If you don't want to do that automation, then uncheck it. And the best practice is don't check these two. Check only this one. Okay? If you want to have report, check this. Don't check this. Okay, you should not check this one. You need to check this one. And if you want to have report, check this one. And fix activate, you can do manually. And archive, you can do manually. And you can automate these two using other processes. And we are going to discuss about other processes in coming years. So finally, we are going to enter this only this section. Okay. So that's the reason I discussed this 3.8. Again, I am going to discuss your loading in 7.8 using RSML old transaction. Okay.
So, doing this, you want to send them out to loading those things. So,
I already loaded data. Because of first step, you have 1 to 10. Now you are loading data something like this. 1 to 20. 10 records are already there. That's the reason you are not inserting unique information. You are inserting duplicate information. That's why the load will be there. Instead of this one, you can load 11 to 20. Now 1 to 10 already there. Now 11 to 20. This is uniqueness. Then compare to this.
that is why I check the money.
Yes, if you check that, if you uncheck, don't use it. There won't be any problem. And it will override. It will override. See? You will see. Okay. Do it with index direction. Okay. Keep other way. Keep some data in Excel sheet and try 1 to 10 and check uniqueness and try to load data 1. First time it will allow. Second time load same data it won't allow. It will fail. Uncheck that one. Second time load the same data file. It will overwrite and it will allow. The data load won't fail. Okay.
And I get you don't